Hi there, and welcome to Hadley's Kitchen, Outdoor Edition. Today I want to start with a very special announcement. You may have noticed this wonderful apron. A friend of mine and colleague from a previous school that I used to work at has been watching my channel and made me this apron that says Hadley's Kitchen, and I absolutely love it. It is so sweet and so thoughtful of her. It's absolutely great. So shout out to Trish. Thank you very much. Today on Hadley's Kitchen, we are doing a back to basics, and today we're gonna make some cheeseburgers, specifically bacon cheeseburgers. So first in my bowl, I have 2 pounds of thawed beef, and this beef is actually from my husband's family's farm, so I don't have the percentage of like 80-20, 90-10. Generally though, you want to use an 80-20 blend, or an 80-20, just because you need that extra fat in there to keep it juicy and nice. For spices, I have a tablespoon of garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, salt, black pepper, and I also have a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. There's also 1 egg in here, and there is just a half a cup of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. You can use plain breadcrumbs. You can also use I would use maybe a 1/4 cup of panko if you have that at home. And if you don't have any at home, that's okay. You can also omit it. It's just, I like the seasoning, I like the flavor, and I really like how it helps bind everything together. So I'm just gonna mix this up really good. Normally I would be doing this with my hands, but because I am filming, I need my hands a little bit more than I normally would. So I'm using a wooden spoon. Anything is fine that you have. And I'm sure I'm gonna end up using my hands anyway. Yeah, you can kind of already tell. With our burgers today, I have, of course, some bacon, because when do I not use bacon when I'm cooking? I'm also using some mushrooms. I just buy them pre-sliced. It's actually, at least at this grocery store, it's the same price. And it saves me a little bit of prep and time. And they're so uniform. I mean, why make life harder when for the same price I can have the same amount of ounces of mushrooms? So anyway, these burgers today are also going to be a smash burger, meaning that I'm going to roll it up into a ball, put it on the griddle, and then smash it with my spatula. So I have this all nice and incorporated, more or less. And the first thing I want to get cooking actually is the bacon. So I'm going to turn my flat top on high heat, cut open my bacon. All right, so I'm back, and my griddle is nice and hot, my flat top, get my bacon. This is a thin sliced bacon. I opted for thin cut today because I want it to be nice and crispy for the burgers. So this I'm gonna get about 6 slices down here. That's 4. Then I like to do 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Then I actually now have a press, which is the best thing ever. And I kind of move it around because I'm obviously not going to hit all the bacon at once. So as that's cooking, on the other side, I'm going to take my sliced mushrooms and just a little bit of oil. That on there. And that's going to go, I'm just going to dump them all on there. Kind of get those going. They are going to take some time, and I'm fine with that. It's also really good to use a little bit of butter, but there's enough bacon fat on here that's probably going to cross over that I don't need to use butter today. Add a little bit of salt to the mushrooms, fresh ground black pepper. It smells so good already. flipped over the bacon, moved the crust around a little bit, and my mushrooms are looking nice and brown. Make sure you spread your mushrooms out in an even layer. You don't want them stacked on top of each other. Otherwise, they're just not going to cook evenly. Bacon looks good. I'm going to grab something to plate this all onto for when it's... All right. Looks like my mushrooms have hit that nice brown color. You see those on there? So I'm just going to go ahead. Keep my bacon press inside of my barbecue grill. All right. Now the burgers. So I'm gonna take in my palm about this much or so. It's the size of a small tennis ball. Kind of round it up, make it nice and compact. And I'm just gonna pop it on the grill, quickly grab another one. You can also, I recommend making the ball ahead of time so that you can just pop it on there and go, rather than be like me and feel, excuse me, a little rushed, but that's fine. Okay, pop one over there. And I may not cook them all at once. Like this one, I see already that one's a little too big. That's like right here, but that's all right. Like Tabitha Brown, honey, you do you, that's your business. Now you're gonna take your spatula. You have a smaller spatula like I do, this is pretty small, and this is super weak. I'm gonna take a pair of tongs and take it and push with the tongs. Peel and keep pressing until I get a nice flat patty. There we go. That was nice. Okay. Do the same thing with the one right back here. Tongs in the middle and press. Sweet. And just press them out. So I'm gonna do that with each of these. And see you here in a minute. And we're back to the outdoor edition of Hallie's Kitchen. So I have all my burgers smashed out here. I have my kitty in the doorway with side moral support. Very important to have. These have been going about 3 minutes on this side right now. And I'm gonna take a peek. I can see that they're caramelized. So, actually, so here's a tip. This came off pretty easy, but I can see that that metal right there is pretty dry. So cook hack, you take a little bit of the grease that's pooled, and you just kind of take your spatula and pour it over there, and then you flip it right into that, right? There you go. Look at that beautiful coloring. I'm gonna check this one as well. These could use a little bit longer. This one split in half when I was smashing it because I wasn't paying attention. So pay attention. The side one over here, how we doing? Beautiful, it needs to be flipped. Again, little bit of that grease. I mean, you don't want it to go to waste, so you might as well use it, right? That one looks really good. Yeah, we could flip that one. So I'm gonna move it. So a little grease up there. And right into it. Wow, good coloring. This one in the middle I know is going to take a little bit longer because the middle portion of this griddle is a little bit cooler than the sides because the flames are actually on the sides. So as these have flipped, I have some product placement. Tillamook Monterey Jack cheese, courtesy of my mother. Mom, thanks for the sponsorship. Love it. Keep it coming. Just kidding. Monterey Jack cheese. And I'm also going to top it with just classic American cheese as well. This stuff is really thick. So good. that one, and this one should be ready to flip now. Yeah. So that's really it. The important thing with burgers, folks, is you don't want to be touching them all the time. You want to let them sit and really get that crust and that caramelization, excuse me, caramelization of the meat. That way, they're just juicier, they're more tender, more flavorful. Pretty much all the things you look for in a burger. So yeah, just let them sit. It's about 3 minutes on each side for this thickness. These are probably about 1/3 of an inch thick. A couple of them might be even 1/2 inch because they're big boys. But all right, so I got my cheese. Okay, so now we need to talk toppings and accoutrements. So I have onion flavored buns. These are Fran's. #brand sponsor me. And what I'm gonna do is when the burgers are done, I'm gonna pull them off the grill and let them sit. Do not serve a burger immediately. Let it sit for a couple minutes. It lets the juices recirculate in the meat. Otherwise, someone's gonna bite in and it's just gonna burn them, and all the juice is gonna run out and it's gonna be dry. So just let them hang out a minute. Check the bottoms of your patties here, make sure nobody's burning. Gentle press. I see some people when they're cooking burgers just like press the hell out of them. Don't do that. Be gentle. Gentle. Anyway, get the burgers off, then I'm gonna take these buns and I'm gonna toast them cut side down for just a minute. Then other toppings tonight are gonna include the bacon, of course, the mushrooms. I'm also gonna slice up some thin red onion. Slice some red onion very thinly. There we go. Mayonnaise, and really that's it. All right, so burgers are set aside. I've turned off 1/2 and just left 1/2 on. And I'm just gonna take a couple, I'll take 3 of these for right now. It's just the 2 of us, but put these on here. Just get them toasted. There we go. That'll just take about 2 minutes, maybe not even that, 1.5 minutes. I also have my deep fryer going over here, which I know you can't see right now, for some French fries. These French fries are Lamb Weston super crispy steak fries. This brand is amazing. Y'all need to try it. I can only find them at Safeway right now. And this fry seasoning, I got at the Dollar Tree, and it is probably the best fry seasoning I've ever used. So that's what's up. Get yourself some of that. All right, my deep fryer is heating to 350 degrees, 325. So here you have the final product. Some steak fries, cheeseburger with red onion underneath, grilled mushrooms on top, and bacon. I also put a little bit of barbecue sauce. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks for watching Hadley's Kitchen, and take care.